Greetings, you people. Hello, my king. How's it going? How has it been? This Briarstone? I do indeed welcome you to Sunday morning heroes, everybody. We're live once again, and we're going to get started with some D&D Princes of the Apocalypse in just a moment. But first, we need some introductions. We have with us today Quill 18.
Hey, folks.
As well as the lovely Kiss for Luck.
Hey, you.
And Demonac.
Greetings.
Who happens to be our real-life DM. Fantastic. Good. So we're going to get this started. I need to move this out of the way and get some FaceTime continuum happening in 3 and 2 and 1. Faces all around. Perfect. That is working. I like it when things work. It's a lot less stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just a little.
Yeah. Minimize that. We don't need that in the way, and we don't need that. There we go. I can see chat just fine, and I can see you guys even better. Okay, so currently, you guys have had a lot of trials and tribulations, if you will, as you've been fighting inside of this very stony area underneath the stone monastery, which happened to be much, much higher level than you are. You've survived. That's a feat in itself. However, you guys have currently done what? You have leveled. So that's nice. I'm gonna bring this back up.
Now, is this like when you're playing Path of Exile and you level up and you instantly refill your hit points and mana?
You know, is it a house rule or is there an actual rule for that?
Usually, you don't level up in the middle of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have just fought the last little bit. In fact, I think honestly you should have leveled up in between, because when I did the math earlier, like earlier being a couple weeks ago. You were already level 6, basically right after. There, then that is that. Hello, thank you. Thank you for that generous display. We have 20 septums coming in from Castmaster. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you. Yeah, nice.
So very good. I'm gonna move this over here though. Right. So there's that. Anyway, so as far as I was saying, in terms of the leveling after your meeting, if you will, with Kringle, I think. At that particular area, that sort of in-between section, you should have leveled at that point. So you were kind of denied a little bit of extra benefit the last time you guys played. However, you're still alive. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you get
what I was kind of assuming for hit points was I just added the new hit points, so I'm still the same amount below my maximum that I was. That's what I thought would be a reasonable default.
Okay, yeah.
So if I was down 10 hit points, I'm still down 10 hit points. I just actually have more.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still, hit points aside, although I'm still damaged, even with doing that, I'm still out of gas. I mean, we had to blow basically all of our resources in that last fight.
And it was a tough fight, even though you guys did obliterate probably in my mind was going to be one of the most badass of enemies. I mean, come on, he was walking.
Well, he mostly just like slowly walked away from us and let us take all the first attacks. So, if that's gonna happen, people are gonna die pretty easily most times. Actually,
he was supposed to be cool.
He was powered by hubris.
He was just.
It turns out that like we were super effective against hubris.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, well, you're gonna walk away from me. I'm not gonna wait till you turn around with your weapon. You played enough Dark Souls to know that's not what you do.
No.
They turn your back on you, stab them in the back. Okay, very good. So, you currently, if I remember correctly, you're still in this particular area to find, or hopefully, to find a scroll of greater restoration so you can, at the very least, get Eric's brother back to normality. You did find him. He is frozen in carbonate. Right over here. So, you're going to have to restore him. But there is that option, though. I was talking to Eric earlier. There's that option. You can use the scroll of greater restoration either on Eric's brother, I mean, or you can use it on Gira. It depends on which one you have the more emotional attachment to.
No, that's fine because we can just leave Gira as a statue and give him to his father, to keep around.
Yeah, there you go. It's good. It's like a trophy. You could give it to a giant slug on a desert planet. So, currently, the question is, what do you want to do? Which direction, honestly, do you want to go in?
I've always been a fan of up and out this whole time. But,
Up and out.
Maybe we can keep going and die.
Well, at some point we do need a town. We're going to run out of bandages and healer kits and good things like that. So
and that's gonna make a big difference.
we're low. We have another fight, maybe 2 left in us.
Yeah. If we, at the very least, if we're moving forward, we have to short rest so we can spend our hit dice to heal up, and it'll also reset the healing kit. And I don't know if Eric used any of his spells, but he'll get his spells back.
I will say for obviously just I would say make a wisdom check, but no, this is common sense. When it comes to trying to do a long rest, it would be tremendously safer further up.
Wow.
Because you have
but we shouldn't know that. You keep telling us stuff we shouldn't know.
Well,
even outside camping or something.
No, because you know where Jirth is. Up further, Jirth is there. You know for a fact Jirth will keep you safe. That's not anything.
Oh, you mean further up? Okay, you mean like backing out?
Yeah. Backing out of this area.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know that what he's saying is we know that this level has currently active enemies.
Yeah. When you said further up, I thought you were talking about like, if you just go to the next room.
No.
Yeah.
No. I meant up and out, and basically letting Jirth watch over you as you sleep.
Yeah, well, that sounds really good to me because I would love to get my power points back.
There's a question in chat. Are we ever going to go collect the armor that was being made? Is that made yet? Or have you already got something better than that?
I've already got about the same, although I did tell that guy I was going to buy the armor. I can do a trade-in or something. This is orc armor I've got right now.
It'd be a fair amount of backtracking, right?
It would be a lot of backtracking.
Yeah.
We're not saying we can't.
We're not in a big hurry to get there, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, you haven't really seen any specific event that's going to make you want to rush. Especially since you do have pretty good armor right now too.
Yeah, it's actually the same, but since this is crappy orc armor, I would rather trade it in for fitted armor.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the guy's already
What is
doing
the AC bonus that you have right now with the armor that you have?
The bonus, I think it's just it's AC 18.
AC 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's plate. It's the same that the other one's going to have.
Yeah. Okay, very good.
Yep. So we should back up and go see not Jira, but what was his name?
Jirth, I believe.
Jirth.
Yeah.
We could maybe let him know what's happened to his son, actually.
We would have to explain that part.
That would be...
For all we know, he's going to get super mad at the cultists down below and want to come join us.
It's going to be super
face.
sad. Super sad or super mad? What do you think an ogre would do? Do you think an ogre would get mad or sad?
Mad. Well, this one's been different. He might just sit and cry.
Yeah, he might. Might just sit in a puddle of his own tears.
Come on.
All right. So, is that a unanimous thing? Do you want to back out of here and come back, or?
Sure.
I'm okay with that.
Get a proper rest. Get all our spells back anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good. So if you backtrack to the north, past the bodies that you've left in the hallway, past the broken door and the blood trail, and where the
Tao was here.
Yes, Tao was here. The bullet with the guy riding upon it down in the chasm. You continue on past there to the north, and you exit out by way of the way you came in. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch the map over so you guys can get back to a proper segment. We are where? You're gonna show up down over here, which is good. Okay, so let's do some backtracking to here. You should be changing maps now.
Yeah.
Oh, except there's Gira. Get out of there, Gira.
Yeah, map has changed.
Okay, very good. So you can see that. I'm going to move that out of the way.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. So the Natural Explorer, I got to add a new environment, and we've been underground a lot.
Yeah.
So you and I had talked with this about adding, the underground, the Underdark, whatever they call it. Now I know that applies to caves and things. Does it apply to this sort of, dug? I guess it does, right? Kind of dug underground communities and things like that.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Exactly that.
And one of the things in a favorite is, Well, tracking, I will now know sizes, how long they've been there, that sort of thing. But if I'm traveling alone, I can move stealthily. Does that mean if I go ahead of the group, I can actually be a proper ranger and do scouting now stealthily? Or do I still have to roll for stealth?
No, you still have to roll for stealth. You get bonuses. I'm pretty sure it mentions what the bonus is.
I have no idea.
But yeah, no, it depends on whether or not you want to bring along your accordion.
I think they mean more for like overland travel. Like if you're going to a town without us, then you move much more like quietly without slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because normally if you want to be
It's
stealthy,
just traveling alone, but it doesn't say how far ahead that traveling. I mean, if we were in the forest, which is my first favorite, I know if I go ahead a certain extent to scout out, then I could move stealthily at a normal pace. But they don't actually say how far ahead that is. So I have no idea how it will apply to something like this. Is it, 20 feet ahead you're walking alone? Is it 50? Is it how far sound carry? I have no idea.
Pretty sure it's overland movement. Overland movement is like when you're going between places more.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what it says. It says if you're in your favorite terrain, you move stealthily at a normal pace.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. No, that's different. No, you should be able to.
And it does list underground as an option. So I just don't know what it translates.
Technically,
what same thing that sounded like that should work.
I would rule that almost basically you would get just your standard bonus to your stealth check anyway, even if you're traveling with people. It's just the fact that they're going to have to roll for stealth, and their breaking stealth may break yours, basically.
Well, no. What it means is if we're all moving stealthy, she can either move at her full rate, but the rest of us are going to be moving at half our speed. So.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Very good. That's all it means. Is when she's in the right place. Well, I mean, again, it does say traveling, which might imply overland, although you don't tend to make stealth checks the same way there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says while traveling for an hour or more in your favorite terrain. So it has to be a travel that you're doing for an hour. This is not map-to-map movement. This is when we're doing big, long-distance traveling, where you're going to be moving for an hour or more in your chosen terrain. You get all these bonuses.
Okay.
It doesn't apply to just walking around like we are.
Because normally if you wanted to do it quietly, like Lord of the Rings moving around and stuff, you'd have to be going at half speed.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
We
know I don't do that very well.
Yeah.
I was looking for anything that might help. Okay.
Yeah.
The accordion ambush. Yes.
There was a note about something I'm looking for right now, and I'm trying to find it. It's not gonna be relevant for you guys right now. So if you're just wondering why I'm looking down a lot, anybody who's watching, I'm trying to find something specific. But anyway, you can easily move from where you are now back to the area where Jirth is.
Okay.
There's not. I mean, you will. Here's the thing. You will be passing by workers, and some of those workers are orc. So there's a really difficult. Yeah.
Willpower. It's okay. Those orcs have been working with us, though. I mean, some of them.
They listen to Jirth.
They do. They're still orc, though. You see, it's not your willpower. It's not your automatic hate for orcs.
Oh, right.
This is your stormbow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it gives me that urge, but it hasn't taken over at any point in the past.
No.
Okay.
Well, no, it hasn't. That is true.
It's not like it just takes over and I rush out and do stupid things, or at least that's not what we've done yet.
Maybe if you hang on to it a little bit longer, more things can happen that are fun. But anyway, go ahead. So you can make your way. Yep. So go ahead and drag all your characters if you want. You can go straight there, just drag and drop straight on top. There's no issue. There's no moving speed. You can just kind of.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
Hello. Apparently, I can't drag and drop.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to dodge the walls because
sort of follow the walls.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, it won't go across. You actually have. Oh, isn't it cute?
Have to go up and around.
It won't let me run into a wall. Well, isn't that just sweet? Okay.
Yeah. So Jirth, you got some bad news, man.
Yeah.
Who's got the best persuasion or whatever, just to make sure he doesn't get. That he takes this right. We've got to tell him in such a way that we want to fire him up to come and fight with us, and not blame us. We got to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about our sacrifice and how hard we fought and what we've done and that we're coming back to save him.
Well, I have a +6 to my persuasion, so
There
that's
you
pretty
go.
good.
What
Do
he
that.
looks at the three of you. He looks at you puzzled, and he's like, Gira left behind as scout. Gira don't
Oh.
look like good scout.
Yeah. As I say, that was bad news. Gira he's been turned to stone by I suppose, one of the leaders of the Earth cult downstairs, the one with the snakes in his hair. I don't know if you've ever seen him.
His name was what, Marlos? Something?
Marlos, yeah. So Jareth looks at you and he's like, Marlos betray me? Marlos
Yes.
worked for me. Why would Marlos betray me?
I don't know,
He
man.
did, and he's not alone.
Marlos turned Gira to stone, and we threw Marlos down the bottom of cliff.
Yes, we avenged your son's death.
Now, we think they've got a cure down there, but we may not be able to get it on our own. I mean, we've come back. We're just covered in blood and bruises and cuts, right?
Yeah.
Look very sore and painful. Everybody
Yeah.
sag
Yeah.
a little.
So
think-
here's what Jareth does. Jareth kind of he takes this all, and you can see his hard features. His hard features seem to soften just a bit somehow. Somehow, if you can imagine the strong face, the strong visage softens up remarkably, and he sort of slouches on to one of the nearby beds, right?
Oh,
And he's just like he sits down and he stares straight out right at the wall, and he doesn't do anything currently.
All right. Eric will go and just sort of like slump down next to him. It's
Mhm.
like,
Patty Mama.
Yeah.
Yes.
from my brother we were looking for. He turned stoned as well.
And we're going to save them both. We will
Yep.
save them.
So Marlos betray you too?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yep.
But you work for me. Why he
That's
betrayed
what
me
we tell
twice? He betrayed me twice. That's 2 offense.
Mhm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, can only throw to bottom of cliff once.
You should show me where bottom of cliff is, and I will stomp on it.
We've turned him to mud. There's nothing left to stomp on. He is gone.
Mud,
It's really weird.
mud
His
means
body-
it's still wet. I will stomp it dry.
Aw.
Okay.
We need to save our energy and focus. We must avenge your son's death. We must avenge his death. We must find the cure.
But we must rest and
Ooh.
heal first.
Right.
Yes.
As you say cure, though, his
Mhm.
head kind of just pops up for a second, almost like he remembers something.
Oh,
Ooh.
useful information.
Yep. His head just kind of lifts and he looks around for a second. And then his face gets a little bit more puzzled again and almost a little bit more concerned. You can see like the concern sort of like wash over. and he says, Perhaps we have
Perhaps.
ally in very, very angry old man.
Angry old man. Not you?
Yeah, the necromancer who refused to acknowledge us in any way whatsoever, other than get out.
Right.
Every time
Oh.
I entreat with old man, he tell me same thing. He say, get out.
Clearly that's an ally in the making.
So, but perhaps this time I can resort to his. What's the word? There's a word I'm looking for, and I can't even think
Better nature?
of it. No,
Yeah,
resort to
right,
his compassion.
Compassion. Okay.
Empathy.
Hmm. Well, has he ever done anything positive or indicated anything about what he likes or what he wants?
Oh yes. He likes or he wants for
left
people
out.
to get out.
Yeah.
I figured that, yeah.
So if we tell him we're going to empty the place, do you think he might help?
Ooh.
Yeah, we're trying to get these guys out.
That might be a good approach. Problem is, Jirth not leaving.
Ever? What about when we find your son? Would you like to start a new life somewhere? Perhaps get your own farm or go to work in some lovely city somewhere?
Jirth on a
You
farm?
and your boy. Pardon?
Jirth in the city?
No? You and your son go out and do something together? Start a whole new life? Bring your followers with you? All your employees?
We could become merchants.
There you go. Your son has some experience in that, I believe, actually. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, minimal. Let's just say he crossed paths with a goblin, so technically, yeah.
Your son lost old business partner. Maybe go.
You gotta know how to write a resume, guys.
Yeah.
that's true.
You gotta lie to your benefit just a little bit. All right. Yeah. So anyway, that's sort of what Jirth is implying, that maybe he will try to talk to. Once again, it's a long shot, but he's thinking about maybe trying to enlist some help of the old man. And yeah, so there's that. You can easily sleep. In fact, at this particular moment, he's like, I have a lot to think about. And you sleepy. You rest now.
Yes, we'll sleep on these lovely,
Tal's already asleep.
all smelly beds.
Tal's already asleep. Yes. Well, that's just it. These beds smell wonderful. They're not wonderful. They're not wonderful.
I think I've got my own little bedroll thing, guys. I make my own bed on the floor. Thank you.
Whatever. Eric's probably getting used to it by now. He's been wearing one of their armor.
That's true. Eric, everything just smells like Eric now. And by Eric, I mean yeah, I got a bedroll and all that stuff too, so
Yeah.
it's fine. I mean, we've got stuff for camping in the forest.
Yeah. We're good.
You need food?
And the interesting thing about this.
Oh yeah, rations. There we go. Yeah.
Is there's still prisoners in this place? And Jirth is the warden. It's like this needed alliance.
How do we convince him that maybe some of these prisoners would be willing to help us?
Oh, well, the last thing we're doing when we're leaving here is we're killing Jirth and freeing the prisoners. Isn't that obvious?
Yeah. It could be that.
Unless we can convince him to just leave with his son and start a new life on a farm somewhere.
That did just come up, that there is that. If you can persuade, maybe this is not the life for you. Maybe you do want to be merchants or whatever the hell. There could be that. I don't know. It's going to be... I mean, how hard can it be to persuade? It's fine.
I know, he seems pretty set in his ways.
He's not going to be super, super high wisdom or anything.
Or maybe he'll just decide to come with us and let us work for him.
Maybe.
As we travel.
Oh.
I don't think we want to do that long term.
Why not? They're wonderful people. All right. And when they're not eating people. Right. Very good. So
Let's sleep.
You guys
while
can go
he
ahead.
thinks.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, let's sleep while he thinks.
Yes. Go ahead and reset all your hit points. You can go back to maximum. You're super safe here. There's no problem. So maximum hit points, and you get all your once a days and all that stuff back.
Mm-hmm. I got my luck. I had no luck, no power points.
Yeah, no, that's all going to come back. To my knowledge, you're going to need it anyway, so there's good.
Mm-hmm.
As you wake up, fast forward. As you wake up, Jirth stands over here. Hey, here's the idea. So who am I going to pick? Any, mini, money, mo. Actually, it's going to be 1 and 3. So 1 and 2 is Quill. 3 and 4 is Ava. 5 and 6 is Demonac. So we got 3 and 4. It's going to be okay. So Lasan, when your eyes open, there's a massive ogre face looking right at you.
Yeah.
It is Jirth. And Jirth looks at you very, very intently, and he's like, "Good, you're awake." And you can smell his breath, like, right in your face. And he's like, "Good, you're awake. I have made a decision. We are going to talk to Old Man."
We're going to talk to the old man.
And I say we, because Old Man,
Yes, sir.
Old Man doesn't he entreat with me usually. He'd tell me only 2 words.
Go away.
I've been trying to get old man to work for me. Old man no do that.
Well, let's go tell the old man what we've done. Either we will have done something that's good and maybe we'll wake him up, or it won't make any difference at all, or we'll piss him right off. We'll have a big fight on our hands, and then we'll know we have to leave to go buy more bandages. Yeah.
Debatra, in terms of horrific and or prophetic nightmares, no. In fact, what happens when you guys are sleeping is pretty much the exact opposite. Especially for whatever reason, Tao, you have the most comfortable rest ever. Like, you just
Yeah,
feel
my sleep's been feeling very comfortable, and like, not only that, but like I feel like I'm waking up with like good thoughts in my head.
Yeah. It's just wonderful. Like, there's no craziness. You don't feel stressed actually when you wake up. You wake up and you shake. It's like you just shook everything else off, and you know exactly what your future holds, which is all good things. It just feels like you're being what's the word I'm looking for?
This is weird, and I don't like it.
Supported. You feel like you're being supported.
That's good. I haven't felt this way in years.
You know what? Here's the best way to describe it. It feels like you're making pies. Just.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Is it a euphemism?
No. Oh. No. Damn it. All right. Anyway, we're gonna move forward. So I'm gonna drag Jurth.
Yeah. Oh dear, what's wrong now? That's how I'm thinking, Rar. Yeah, it's just like, oh, how this is gonna go bad, right?
No. Just kind of get everybody all set up for their.
Yeah, everything's going so
failure.
well. What the heck's gonna happen now?
Let's just hope she doesn't end up being so happy all the time that we can't end up not convincing her that we have problems that we have to fight. No, it'll be
Oh, don't worry.
fine.
Cal's got plenty of rage in her heart.
Okay, so we're in here. Are we chatting with the old man?
If you have half as much rage as you have half as many eyes, then it's. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I just wanted to bring up the fact that you have only one eye, and I still find that funny. Anyway, so
I see what you did there.
So anyway, Tal, if you want to, you can just come along with Jurth to the north here. Jurth, as you guys move into here, like, here's the thing about this particular area, right? There's zombies. You moved past these zombies before, and these zombies didn't seem to be very aggressive at the particular moment. It's almost like they're standing sentry. They're standing watch, sentinels.
Yeah, they didn't like it when we went deeper, like, into the room, but other than that,
yeah,
they were kind of chill.
They haven't really done much of anything else. Yeah. So what happens is Jurth kind of moves in, and it seems like Jurth has done this once before at least. He comes inside, and there's a slight chill in the air, obviously. Just like almost like a what's the best way in our modern terms? Almost like a refrigeration sort of feel. Like it just feels cooler, the temperature.
You got to keep those corpses fresh.
Well, there's that, yeah, maybe. So what ends up happening is Jurth comes in, and these two right here beside him, he just sort of like shuffles forward and puts his hand on the side of one of their faces and just shoves them aside. So that one goes stumbling over here and bumps against the wall. And he does the same thing with this one. This one goes stumbling over and hits this one. And this one goes stumbling and falls backwards over the top of this coffin.
Just push him in the face.
Shoves them away. Like, it doesn't even care. So we're going to reveal an area here. We're going to make sure that you can see this particular area.
Reveal an area?
Yeah, it's just to the top side, because you guys are moving further in here.
That was
a corner that you couldn't see before.
Secret zombie.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and... There we go. Now you can see more of this room. Let's do that. So you guys can... There we go. Perfect. A little bit more. Okay. So, we'll go back to my selecting. So what ends up happening is he comes around, and then he comes up right over here, and there's a door sitting right here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he goes to knock on it, and then it's like he remembers. He like stops for a second, and he decides not to touch the door. What he does do, though, is he says...
You want me to check for traps?
You could, actually.
No, let him do his thing.
Yeah.
And Jurth says, "Old man, go away."
Old man, go away. That's his name.
It is now.
No, he says "old man," and then there's this echoing voice that just immediately before he was able to finish, just says "go away."
Oh, okay. I liked it better when I imagined that Jirth was calling him Old Man Go Away.
I like that too.
You should definitely-
That would have been more pleasant if I'd have.
That
You should definitely call him that whenever we're not in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Get Out. I would just do that then. Mr. Get, because that's all he knows anyway. So let's just call him Mr. Get Out. Mr. Get Out, go away! I said. I need help. My son is frozen in stone. Marlos betray me. There's no sound. There's like a contemplation happening. And then there's
Eric's gonna speak up because why not?
Yep.
So, his son and my brother both turned stone, so we throw Marlos down the cliff. You want everyone get out. We want get Earthcult out of dungeon for you. If you can help us, can you turn someone back from stone?
roll a
Sounds like I had
roll a
more
diplomacy check. You're gonna get a massive bonus for this though,
Okay.
because you're saying all the right
Diplomacy's
words.
not a strong suit, I think.
No, it's fine.
I have charisma.
Oh, okay.
As an odd sort of charisma, but I don't think.
Oh, that's right.
there's no
Warlock
skill
thing.
list.
An odd
Yeah.
sort of charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's not like classically charismatic necessarily.
Well, let me tell you, like in terms of your jokes from for Kringle, that was one of the best jokes ever. Now you see irony.
Even that joke is not the joke of someone who is charismatic. I'm just saying. But
was
okay,
great.
persuasion or
Yeah,
diplomacy?
irony. Now I remember.
You moved the map to the right a bit. Oh, yep. Sorry there, guys. I need to focus on what I'm doing here
I think
for.
it's just persuasion. I don't think there's a separate diplomacy skill. So
No, there.
There it is, and what do we get? Oh,
Hey!
wow. Okay,
That's good.
so
I'm not praising that.
with the bonus that I'm giving you, this is okay. No, that's really good. So actually, I have notes for this. All right, so what's gonna happen? Let me find it. Yes. Okay, so what's gonna happen is going to be okay. So let me take this through. We have a response, if you will. He says, the old man specifically, that you hear the voice, the disembodied voice, says, "You killed Marlos."
Here we
Yeah.
go.
She turned to mud. He turned to mud. Seemed pretty permanent.
Yeah, we cast transmute flesh to mud. It's a lesser known spell, but an effective one.
Marlos has been a thorn in my side
Hey,
for so long. All I want is to be in peace, and he keeps bringing more and more little niggly people around. And now he's dead.
yeah.
And now he's dead.
What about... one second. Shit, what's the name? What about?
Yeah, the cleric guy or whatever.
Mm-hmm. What about... there we go. What about Yasha? Yasha's very, very conniving. Is she too been dealt
Do we
with?
know this one?
I think we know who you're talking about, but she still lives.
She
For now.
ran away while we were fighting Marlos.
Mhm. We'd like to do something about her, but we need aid.
We have two valuable allies who have been turned to stone. If we could get them with us, we could clear this place out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make your life a lot quieter.
And the solution for that may lie deeper down, down below, but
Unless
we
you have
trouble
way too
pushing
far.
further in.
Too
Unless you have
far
way too
down below.
identified.
and you'll find a place I'm afraid you cannot handle. But I am willing to help you. Just for the main fact that I want you to leave.
Sooner
Right,
we
yeah.
then, sooner we're out.
Ah,
Yeah, we have no intention of staying here.
none. Actually, if we could get our two companions sorted out, we could just leave.
That's true.
Yeah, we can just go immediately. We will be out of here in moments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't know what Jerth's response to this conversation is. He's still here.
Yeah, no jerk.
Well,
is
we're
still
talking
here.
about getting his son ready. You know,
Yeah.
we didn't say he was going to leave. We said we could leave.
Yeah, no.
You'll
Jerth,
have to work
Jerth,
that one out.
Jerth is still under the impression that that this guy works for him anyway. So
Yeah.
anybody leaving, obviously, that doesn't mean Jerth.
Yeah, no, of course not.
No. So here's what's going to happen. So what materializes before you? Right here in the room, just out of nowhere. Just
Do it.
poof.
This guy's probably actually like a little pixie or something like that. Like we'll never see him, but the truth is, he's
Wizard
not at all
Oz.
what we'd imagine.
He's an accountant with a big voice.
No. He's right here. This is what he looks like.
Which is what?
Let's zoom in on him. Yeah, he's got a bit of a mask on. And he's got some tattered cloaks, and he's carrying a book. So yeah, he could be an accountant. No. All right. So wow, I just
Well,
went
based
all
on his
blurry
image,
as
he's looking a little bony.
Oh,
could
he
be.
does in that, doesn't he? Up close?
Could very well be. But anyway, he says to Jerth as he appears, he says, "My deal extends to you as well."
Drith's gonna have to leave.
And Jerth looks puzzled.
Oh.
What do you
Yeah, but he
mean?
always looks puzzled.
Yeah. I mean, you have to leave.
Darth will get your son out of this. You can start a new life anywhere you want to.
Mm.
There's a whole big world out there. It's amazing.
More
Give
people
me
to
a
be the boss
diplomacy
of.
check there, Lasan. Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh, shoot.
Let's do it.
That's what? Wisdom? What is that?
It's a
Charisma?
persuasion, and it's based on charisma.
Persuasion. Okay. Where's persuasion? That one. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot
This
of
is-
big bonuses
wow.
there, but
Look at that HP. It's really interesting, that HP, isn't it? Yeah, that's very interesting. All right.
seriously?
So that's not very good.
No.
But you do
No.
have bonuses. Honestly, I just wanted to make sure you didn't roll a 1, to be honest. Okay, so Jerth is going to,
I'll just
sort of
play for you.
nod almost, and he's like, "You say I can make new life,
True.
but new life with sun."
Yes.
He looks at he looks at the form before him, and he says, "Can you help my son? He's been turned to stone."
Well, he hasn't sorted
His
this
friend,
out
his son's a
yet.
stoner. We try not to talk about it.
Marlowe's turned him to stone.
Just say no to petrification.
And so the guy, he looks at him and says, "If you leave, and your son leaves with you, or if it takes your son to have you leave, then here."
Ooh.
And he just reaches inside his book here, brings it out, and he just rips a page out. It's weird, just rips a page,
That hurts my heart.
and he rolls it up, and he hands it to Jerth. Jerth approaches, takes it. He doesn't know what it is. He's just looking at
It's
it.
just looks at it, tries to read it, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't realize it doesn't
out.
work.
No. So anyway, he looks at the scroll and looks puzzled. And he says, "Give it to one of them. They'll know what to do with it."
Can we use it twice?
Yeah.
Will that work for 2? My brother's still down there, stone as well.
That's why we're here in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 1, and you want 2.
That's That's why we're here.
Yeah, and he really wants everybody gone. So it's in his best interest, to be honest, to do that.
It really is.
Yeah.
I tell you what. To make doubly good on this, I will give you the second scroll.
Okay.
But you have to
Well,
promise me.
Drive a hard bargain,
Yeah.
but we'll take it. Okay,
Promise
bye.
me that you will deal with Yarsha.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, we thought we had to deal with Yarsha or whatever her name
exactly.
to get a cure anyway. So
Yeah.
And now we'll have your brother and our
And
little
Jira
friend
help.
and his son. We'll have like a party to go do that with.
Oh yeah, if Jirth comes too.
Yeah.
We've got Jirth, Gira, and I don't know what Eric's brother. What's his name again?
Alexei.
Alexei. I don't know if Alexei is a fighter or anything like that, or will be in
No
shape
idea.
to do it. But
No
all of a sudden
idea.
we're packing an army.
No.
Sounds good to me. Everybody wins except Yarsha.
Yes, exactly that.
Love it.
All right, so yeah, I'm just looking at. Is that Mars and Gamer? Mars and Gamer says you need to get that book.
Yeah. Well,
Why would we want it? It's damaged now.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, it could be awesome.
You probably get a discount then, right?
Yeah, 20. No,
true.
there's like probably 300 pages in there, so he just took one out. So it's like only it's 1% off. No, it'd be 1/3 of 1% off. Anyway, very good. So as you go to leave, I'm hoping you guys are leaving. Are you going to attack this guy? I mean, there is that option.
All right, smash. No.
Yeah, no,
I don't-
I feel like dying today.
You can
That's
solve
not-
all our
I
problems,
mean,
and all we have to do is what we thought we were going to do anyway. No, let's kill him.
Yeah, we're not in here just to hack and slash everything. We've got a reason to be here.
know.
We've got that reason fixed now.
PCs
Let's
can,
go do what we have to do.
PCs can be very, very, conniving. It's fine.
No.
So there is just beyond this zombie here. I want somebody to do maybe a history check if you can. Just beyond this zombie, you'll see that there's a sarcophagus, and on top of that sarcophagus is a relief. And that relief is actually it looks like it's flat in the picture, but it's more up, like laying on its side. You can almost see the. Actually, that's good.
Good one.
Yeah. All right. So did the name, because the name doesn't come to me right away, and that's going to take me a little bit to find it. The name escapes your mind, but you're pretty sure, Tao, that this might just be the resting place of one of the greatest heroes in the past when it comes to the savior of the city of the Barge Ride Inn is an inn inside that city. What's the name of the city?
Down
Red
south.
Larch? Oh, no, it's not Red. Red Larch is
No,
smaller.
Yeah, that's
Blank.
what I'm saying. I'm blank too. That's the problem. Anyway,
Place with the Barge
I
Ride
have
Inn.
maps. I'll open it. Give me a second.
It's not Neverwinter. It's not in Baldur's Gate.
no, it's balls. I will find it.
Sword Coast. It's the.
I don't know, but Escapes Your Mind is a pretty cool name for
Waterdeep.
it.
No, Waterdeep.
Ironford, Womford, right? No, yes,
Amphale?
it's in Ironford.
Iron Fort. Is that where the Barge Ride Inn is? Okay. I don't have the right map
Yeah, the
open.
Barge
Looks
Ride Inn is right next to
on
it.
the
Yeah.
map, I thought.
Where's my freaking
Isn't
map?
it like not even in town? It's overlooking Ironford, yeah, and the river.
Yeah, it's
there.
a
Okay.
settlement. Yeah, it is a town. But anyway, so
Okay.
right, that place over there in that area.
Hey,
Is that where I'm supposed to be going for like my Zent side quest?
Yep, yeah, you do
Yeah.
have a side quest over there.
Are we
Apparently,
going
there's some
to
amount
Barge Ride
of
Inn? Yeah.
intrigue when it comes to the money that's supposed to be going to the guild that you belong to there, Zenturum. So there's that. Anyway, so that's
Who
the
belongs
thing.
to the
You see
Zents?
that-
What?
Yeah.
Crazy
there's-
talk.
Yeah.
Ah,
So there's
shit.
that, and yeah. So you don't know why specifically this lich is here, but you never know. Anyway, so there's that, and actually you got a good enough history check. Okay, so history check. The guy that you remember was also a very, 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 very
I'm sorry,
powerful,
did you say Lich?
very,
Yeah,
very
you haven't
powerful
said Lich.
caster.
Mm-hmm.
So. Anyway.
Oh yeah. So I remember this guy was a super wizard,
Yeah, you do.
and now he's an undead super wizard.
Well, maybe you can draw your
Uh-huh.
conclusions.
That's
Anyway.
what that picture looks like. Little bony hands.
Yep, could be a thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's a little side thing. You know, you can keep that in your mind for a while. And then he just let me back up here so I can do this properly. And then he just poofs. And as he poofs, he says, "Do not turn aside from your bargain."
Yeah, we're not messing with this guy.
No.
Yeah.
It may be a pretty brutal thing if you did. Just out of things. Anyway, so what
Betray the
happens
undead
though?
super
Here's
wizard?
the interesting thing.
Nah, it's
that
fine.
You guys go to leave, right? I'm guessing you want to leave now.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why you wouldn't want to stay anyway. So you guys go to leave, and Jirth takes the front position because Jirth is boss, right? Jirth he leads. So he opens the door, and as he opens the door, this happens.
What?
You have backup.
What the hell is that?
They start to follow you.
They're following us.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sorry, I misinterpreted what was on the other side of the door. I didn't realize that was Jirth. I lost track for a sec.
Oh yeah, okay, very good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice.
Tao's not used to us hanging out with big guys. Every time you turn around, you're like, ah, oh yeah, you're on.
You kind of, you're gonna have a minute of, pull your bow and wait. What happens? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
This is a little unnerving.
Yep.
Nothing happens. They're just following us.
Yep. They're just following.
I'm gonna come way over here and scoot around the side.
Okay.
There, you
Ew.
have in your employ currently at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 7 of these, well-preserved zombies in your employ.
Oh Lord, are they gonna smell when
better
they get
than the
to
badly
fridge?
preserved kind.
I don't know. They might end up smelling. They don't smell right now, which is interesting. I mean, it's not. I mean, they do smell, but they
Yeah,
don't smell.
It's
smell.
colder in here.
They can't smell any worse than Eric, right? It'll be fine.
Yeah, no. So
Only the
that's-
ones with noses still smell.
Ah,
Oh, Jesus.
this is so.
About a
messy.
year ago, this would have seemed real weird.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead
I
and
was
copy
just like,
these.
okay, whatever, let's just go.
So are they? The question remains: are they here to help us, or here to make sure they herd us into where we have to be to kill this
Well, I don't know.
the woman there? Stand aside and let our boss lead the way.
There we go. Yes. You gotta let the boss lead the way. This is gonna be kind of
meat shield.
crazy. This is a very, very complicated thing I'm doing right now.
Eric goes by there, just give him a slap on the shoulder and say, "Dude,
Yeah,
you're
no, I put my arm on his
brother.
shoulder, except
Get
it
him
doesn't quite go up to his shoulder, but it's on his upper arm, sort of. It's like,
Yeah.
let's go get them back.
Get him
Yeah.
back."
Then you start the hero music now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of walking away from explosions, we're just walking away from zombies.
Oh, maybe walking into an explosion. That'd be something. Let's go ahead and go back here. And I need to grab Jirth as well. I'm just basically setting everything up on the next map, and then I'm just going to bring you guys right over.
Ooh.
All
You
right, so
finally
there's
get
that.
to meet your brother. This is very exciting. This is good.
So
I'm
right
so
now,
happy.
you do have, I don't know if I mentioned it, but you do have the second scroll. So you got two
Yeah.
scrolls.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, here's the problem. Can anyone cast this from the scroll? Is this the kind of scroll that anyone can use, or?
Um,
Ew.
I guess somebody's just gonna have to try it and find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, he is a very, very high caster.
Yep.
You guess he's a very high caster.
Yes.
So he wouldn't give you something that you couldn't use. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah,
smart,
you know.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's that, blah, 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 and you're gonna.
And between Lasan's got
Got
sort
us.
of divine magic kind of stuff, and
Mhm.
Tao's
Yeah.
got a little bit of arcane knowledge, although she's not a spellcaster anyway, though.
Eric has no arcane knowledge, but you never know what might work. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, stuff just seems to work. I don't know.
We need. Who are you? You're just regular. Okay, that's what I
Eric basically just follows the secret. It's like if you just want it badly enough, it'll happen.
want.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's,
Obviously.
It's like
definitely
scientifically proven that that's how reality works.
I'm not
it.
gonna get
Power
into.
of positive thinking.
I'm not gonna get into the secret. All right, so this. There's that. Okay, so
manifests itself. It'll be fine. Yeah.
is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. I'm sorry. I'm talking out loud. I should be. Okay, so good. You guys come back into the next floor, where you just left to go get some rest. So, boop, there you go.
Boop. Where did we boop?
Oh, they're not waiting around.
Right. So as you come back, it actually seems to be that. I mean, actually, just go ahead and roll initiative. Everybody, just roll initiative, because you don't surprise them. They don't surprise you. You see them. They see you. They know you're coming. In fact, that's why they're here. They're sort of like reinforcements.
I mean, we did leave like multiple trails of blood and gore to indicate like where we've been, where we're going. Just trying to see what's here, though. Okay,
exploding
so
zombies are the original party poppers. It's disgusting, dude.
I'll just take a nap. I'll catch up, guys. It'll be fine.
If you want to find out what it's like when I'm the dungeon master, check out Tales from My D&D campaign.